What's up, y'all? Found out a longtime friend committed suicide. He's got a beautiful young daughter, same age as my youngest. It's maybe 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. He came by the studio. I gave him a hug. He would come by often, just pop in, say hello to folks. He was into Millefiori. It's a little niche glass market of portrait coins. He turned me on to those, and he would sometimes come by the studio and grind and polish, cut Millie, or commission other artists to work on Millie. And just heavy-hearted right now. I went for a walk just to kind of move some chi and kind of process my thoughts, what I want to say. I've lost a couple close friends to suicide, and I don't know, I'm torn. I guess if you are in pain and you can't see any way to escape it, and you have nothing to live for, you feel? I feel not knowing what they're going through on the inside, because I have not ever thought about committing suicide. So I'm imagining that you're just helpless feeling, and that this is the answer to all your problems. The solution to your problems is killing yourself. If I had a chance, I would say, let's get together for some food. Will you join me for dinner? And let's chat. Give it another day. Would you push it off one more day? Let's have dinner tomorrow. We'll make plans. We'll have dinner tomorrow. Don't kill yourself today. Let's talk about all the things you should live for, or maybe you could live for, or that you have to live for, that you want to live for. Life it's precious. It could be ended easily. So easily. It's scary how easily. Life is hard. I think a lot of what I do is hard. Sometimes I don't like to do hard things. And that's even more of a reason, I think, why I do them. I'm just here to let anyone who's listening or watching know that it's okay to think that life is hard, and that the life you've dreamt of having, it still could be achieved. It could be achieved in a small way every day. I was talking to my youngest. She was struggling getting through this online homework. And she was like, look at how much I still have to do. We only have done this little bit. And I said, babe, you can't look at that whole big thing of what you have to do. Just do this one problem. And then after this problem, do the next problem. Don't look at the 50 problems that you have to do. Look at the next one. And that's how I look at running. Or I look at production. If I was running a marathon and after mile 1 I got, oh, I still have 25 more miles to go. That's impossible. So I look at the next mile. If I struggle with that next mile being impossible, I look at the next block. And if I struggle with that next block being impossible, I look at that next step. And I pick my foot up and I put it down, and I look at the next step. And I pick my foot up and I put it down. That's how I get through it. Don't know how I learned that. Wasn't taught it in school. My parents didn't teach that to me. I figured it out. By struggling the same way my daughter did. That's the way I learned. I learned, some people call failure, or they're scared to fail. But I think we should call failure learning. Because it's not a failure, you're actually learning the process. You're learning the steps. You're learning the movements. And I feel like if you're learning, if you're still learning, you have so much to live for. Because the possibilities are endless of what you could learn. If you're still learning, you're still able to learn. But giving up and not going for it is a failure. But going for it and losing, or going for it and not achieving your goals, that's not failure, that's learning. So this goes out to James Putman. This goes out to Casey Paquet. This goes out to Jeudemann.